Hello everyone, we will solve the next problem in the C++ series, which is of classes and objects. In the previous video we have solved the classes. Now we will look about the objects. As you can see here, there is some description about the objects. The object is nothing but an instance of a class. For example, if we have a class called box, then there may be several instances or several objects such as box 1, box 2, box 3, which are of type box. So all these box 1, box 2, box 3 all are called as objects of particular class box. So the problem is pretty simple. We need to create a class named student, and there will be an instance variable named score, which will be holding the student's 5 exam score. Of course, we will be using arrays to store those 5 exam scores. Then we will be having one input function which will read the scores and save them into the variable named scores. There is also a necessary of a function called calculate total score, which will return the sum of all those scores, all those 5 scores. So as you can see here, all the other things such as reading the data and printing is handled by the code template. We just need to create the class and do the necessary things. Class student. As we saw in the previous video, in the private access specifier, we will be having the member variables. The instance variable here is scores. We will have an array which will hold the 5 exam scores. Scores of size 5. In the public section, we will be having two functions. The first is for void input, which will read the input from the user. We will read it using for loop. Yes, you can see here we have initialized one for loop which will iterate from index 0 to index 4. I less than 5 means index 4. It will read 5 scores starting from scores of 0 of index 0 till scores of 4, which is of index 4, and store them in scores variable. We will write the next function which is of not void. It returns integer, so int, you can see here, int calculate score. Calculate total. It will not take any parameters. It will return the sum of scores stored in this array. So we will have one variable which will hold the sum int total. We will initialize with 0. We will again run a for loop for the same array starting from index 0 till it reaches 4, means I less than 5. We will at each iteration we will add the value of the score to our total variable. We can do it with this operation. Total equal to total plus scores of I. We can write in this way also. Total plus equal to scores of I. Both will do the same job. After this for loop ends, we need to return the total. Means we are returning the sum of all the scores. After the class ends, a semicolon. We will run it. The sample test case is passed. We will submit. Yes, the code is correct. Thank you.